MC Garg, Chairman of Goodluck India, joins us right now on the show. Mr. Garg, good talking to you. It's been a while. Thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you.
And we saw your results for the year and for the quarter. The quarterly numbers were looking good. We'll talk about all of that. But we want to start off with what are your plans around newer projects, particularly defense, because that is that big focus for a lot of investors. And in your case, while defense formed maybe just 2% of revenues in FY25, I believe there is this new plant that Russia was talking about coming on board, which is going to spur the revenues for you.
He is on the verge of commissioning, awaiting government license.
Okay.
It's more or less complete, but production trial will start as soon as we get the license from the government. This is a licensed product.
Okay, sir.
We will be making shells for 155 mm gun.
Okay. How long does the license typically take? I mean, could it happen in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks?
Normally it should not take more than 6 months. It's already 6 months are over.
Okay.
So there are various departments are involved in this. It's a very, very sensitive subject, and government is very careful in granting the license.
Yeah, as it should be, sir. Okay. So, okay, just let's assume that you get the license, sir. So how long does it take for you to begin commercial production from the time you get the license? And what are the capacities of this plant?
For 2 months, 150,000 shells a year. But we are not going to stop at that. We plan to put up another plant to go to 350,000 ton shells. Once we stabilize the production in the first plant, the second plant, it is already on the horizon that we start the production.
Mr. Garg, a very good morning. Tamanna here. Let's just take a step back and help us understand what exactly you're already doing in the defense space. Are you there in a big way? What is its contribution to your revenues and where you want to move forward?
Defense, we will be moving forward. The defense production coming from this subsidiary will be the major move towards the defense. However, already we are doing...
Just to clarify, so currently you are not doing anything in the defense space, or you're doing something in the defense space?
We are doing.
Okay.
About the components, we are approved supplier, vendor supplier for BrahMos missile, and we are supplying, but that quantity is insignificant as on date, and it is increasing year after year, because the government system is like that it has to slowly grow, and we are already approved supplier for BrahMos missile.
Does that aid you in your attempt to increase your defense portfolio, that you are already an approved supplier? I'm trying to understand the strategic thought behind going further into defense in a space where there are a lot of Indian companies who are already established and are now growing.
Yes, we have a strategic thinking of growing into this sector. It's a high value added item. It will add to our EBITDA and will add to our value in the market.
See, you're also in supplies to large automotive clients. You know, you have Tesla, BMW, Volkswagen. Explain to us how big that part of the business is right now and what is the strategic focus there?
This is a very big part of our production. Almost 30% of our production goes. Most of the precision tubes and what we call a auto tube. Precision tube is a generic name of auto tubes. Auto tube are specialized precision tube made to order for car manufacturers. We are approved by several brands from overseas to supply them these tubes, and we are supplying them. As a second tier to all the component manufacturers, they buy our tube which are approved.
Got it. So, Mr. Garg, now that you are doing what you're doing, plus defense comes in, I see that from March 22, when your revenues were about 2,600 crores, in 3 years, you expanded them to 4,000 odd crores. So that's about a 50% uptick in revenues and about a 100% uptick in PAT, because from 75 crores, you went to about 160 crores, slightly more than 100. Is there some guidance that you've given to your investors for what you will do, let's say in FY26 as a consolidated entity or over the next 2 or 3 years?
Sir, I am very conservative.
Okay.
I do not like to give high-fi figures.
Okay.
But I am apologetic about it.
No, that's
But
okay.
I am confident we will be doing anything between 18 to 20% year after year. We are not going to high fly unnecessarily, giving expectation. We may go higher. The products which we are choosing, like the one which we have commissioned the plant only in September for making the hydraulic tube, one of its own kind plant in the world. There are very few plants. Hydraulic tube used in the construction equipment machinery, like tower cranes. There are only few plants in the world which will be supplying hydraulic tube, and that is a plant which is going to make a game changer for the company. And with this addition of the hydraulic tube, this defense shell making, which will give another boost to the EBITDA margin of the plant.
Okay. So you will take it higher from the 8% currently to slightly more in terms of operating profit margins. I believe 25% operating profit margins for the defense vertical, right, Mr. Garg?
Roughly, you can expect.
Roughly, we can expect. Okay. Well, wishing you all the best for the licenses, Mr. Garg, and your expansion plans. Thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you.